Hey folks, in this video we're going to look at certain problems where circles are combined with other geometric figures, especially with squares. This is a great problem that combines squares and circle concepts. You're given the radius of the circle is 15 centimeters. So let's say this is the center of the circle. So this is going to be 15. Now let's extend this line over here. So this whole line is the diameter, so it's going to be 30. Now think about this segment here and how it's divided into three equal parts here, from end to this point, from here to here, and from here back to Q. So because all of these 3 points are the same, the length of each of these points is just going to be 30 divided by 3, which is equal to 10. Now just look at each of these squares. This length is 10 over here, and so this length is also going to be 10. Remember, it's a square, so you can just move the parallel line, and because it's a square, all the sides are equal. So you've got 10, 10, 10, 10 over here, and the area of just this particular square is 10 times 10, which is equal to 100. Now consider all of these squares. Each of these squares, they are exactly congruent to each other. So the area of each of these 5 squares is 100. And so the total area is just going to be 100 times 5, which is equal to 500. Now it's your turn to solve this problem. Exactly similar problem, except that the radius is now 60. So do the same steps, follow the same steps, and try to find the area of this shaded region here. Post your answers in the comments and don't forget to subscribe as well. Remember, practice is everything. So pause this video and solve this answer, post your comments, and then move on to the next problem. This is a very interestingly posed question. The area of the square, they're asking you what is the area of a square which has the same perimeter as the triangle above. So the perimeter of the triangle is just 8 plus 8 plus 8. So the perimeter of the triangle is just 24. Now they're asking you, suppose you had a square whose perimeter is also 24. So this square, let's say its side is A, and A, right? What would be its area? But before that, let's find the length of it, because each of these lengths are the same. Their individual sides are just going to be 6, 6, 6, and 6. Now it's easy. The area of a square is just 6 times 6, which is 36. So the answer to this question is 36. Now you try to solve this problem in the exact same way. Here, the sides are 20, 20, and 20. So use the same method, or you can use a shortcut to get the answer. Either way, post your answer in the comments, because practicing and posting your answers is the best way to retain this type of a question. This is another great problem that combines properties of circles with some other figures. Here you're combining circles with squares. So ABCD is a square, good. BED is an arc of a circle centered at A. So the center is A over here, and this arc here is the arc which is centered, which means it's a part of the circle. In other words, this side B is the same as this side AE, and it's also the same as this side AD. So I'm just going to draw this line over here, and BA is equal to AE. Now AEC is an arc of a circle centered at B. So this is the center, and AEC, which means this curve here is the arc of another circle, which means the length BC over here is the same as this length BE, which is the same as this length BA. So I'm just going to draw this line here, BE, and BE is actually the same as BA. So I'm going to mark it again over here, but note what happens now. BA originally was equal to AE because of the earlier arc, and now BA is also equal to BE. So all of these 3 sides are actually equal, which means this is an equilateral triangle. And so the angles inside over here, this angle, and this angle are all equal to each other and are equal to 60 degrees. And so this angle over here, which is asked, EBA, is equal to 60 degrees. Now here's a challenge problem for you. What is the measure of this angle, CBE? Most of you will get it, but I'd be very impressed to see if you can figure out what is the measure of this angle, BCE. So post your comments below with the answers. I want to see how many of you can get both of these answers correct. Let's move on to the next problem, but before that, pause this video, post your answers, work it out, because practice is everything in these tests. One last problem with circles and squares. Here you're given that the diagonal of the square is 16 centimeters, which means let's take WY to be 16. But remember, the diagonal of this square is also actually the diameter of this circle. So if the diameter is 16, you can guess that the radius is 16 divided by 2, just this length over here, which is equal to 8. Now it's easy. You've got the circumference to be equal to 2 pi r, and r is equal to 8. So you get 2 times pi times 8, which simplifies to 16 pi. Now here are two problems that you can solve. In this new chart over here, I'm giving you the diagonal of this square to be 10, but I'm not asking you for the circumference. I'm asking you for the area of this circle. That's the first question. The second challenge question for people who want to solve this problem even deeper is to find the area of this shaded region, just this particular piece. So that's the second question for you. What's the area of this second shaded region? Post your answers in the comments. I want to see how many of you can solve this problem as well. This is a problem which contains a lot of symmetries. You're given that this length is of course equal to this length because they are both the radii of the circle. You're also given that this is a square, this particular left quadrilateral. So because this is a square, all of these sides are going to be equal. So let's call them A. Similarly, this is also a square. So this side, all of them are A. Now, let's try to find out the perimeter of this bigger rectangle. To calculate the perimeter, you've got A, and another A over here. That's 6 A's in all. So you've got the perimeter to be equal to 6A, and that's given to be 48. So 6A is equal to 48. So to simply find out the value of A, you're going to divide by 6. You're going to bring it over here, and so the answer is 8 for the side of the square over here. Now they're asking you what is the area of the circle. That's easy because the side of the square is also the radius. So here actually the radius is also 8, and now the area of the circle is just pi r squared, which is pi times 8 squared, which gives you the answer of 64 pi. Now you're trying to find out the area of this circle if the perimeter is equal to 36. And the second question I want to ask is to find the area of this circle if the area of this rectangle, not the perimeter, the area of this rectangle is given to be 32. So post these two answers in the comments below. I want to see how many of you can get this, especially the second one is very interesting. So I'll look forward to your comments and see you very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed this session. There were tons of problems. I enjoyed making them, and I hope you're going to enjoy understanding these problems and solving them. Again, post your answers in the comments because that's how you'll learn, and it also helps this channel. So like this video and be sure to subscribe to it. Post your suggestions in the comments about what other videos you'd like. All right, talk to you very soon.